Hi guys, so today is April 12th and I'm at mile 5,910 plus 80 here in Tacoma on the Ruston Way Path. And I'm here with my friend Michelle from Happy Tree Roots.
I don't always walk very straight, especially if I'm looking up, because I'm so used to looking at the ground so I don't trip myself.
Yeah.
Get a little wobbly. I think people think I'm drunk walking. Just wobbly still, but it's building. Strength is building.
Yeah, you're out here without your cane. Do you often go?
Just the last 9 months.
Okay.
Since COVID, I have ditched my cane. That's one thing I'm thankful to COVID for. I stayed home a lot. I gave up the cane at home before that, but I wasn't so sure about it in public. But, oh yeah, this is definitely better for smoking.
So, didn't really get to introduce you guys because it was so freaking windy and noisy back there, and trains coming and cars driving by and everything. So I want you all to meet Michelle with Happy Tree Roots. Thank you so much for coming out on this walk with me. I've never been over here, so
Oh, right on. You definitely should.
yeah, I'm looking forward to
It's beautiful.
seeing a little bit more. Yeah, it is really beautiful, really beautiful. I already know I'm going to come back and walk more of this. So I wanted to ask you, what made you say yes to coming out and taking on my challenge?
Because I really need to walk more, strengthen my leg, make it more of a regular thing now that it feels better finally. And I also believe a lot in what you're doing.
I think the last time we actually really hung out was at
I
Weedstock.
was amazed. My circulation was insanely good. And I'm like, what is in that capsule? Just roots. I really like that event.
What do you use cannabis for?
I use every part of the plant for a different reason. Most of it to help my leg, for circulation, for inflammation, for stiffness relief, and for my heart, just to keep me happy, for my head, to keep me chill. I feel like the roots are the most important part for me as far as circulation. If I had to only use one form of cannabis, it would definitely be the roots.
Okay.
But I love all parts of the plant. Like I showed you today, I just learned that you can take the stalks now and make cannabis salts. And they work for my leg very similar to what the roots do. And so there's not a part of the plant I don't use.
So tell me about your leg.
I got ran over by a boat 13 and a half years ago. So I was ran over by a boat. Literally, I was in a boat at night on Lake Tapps 10 and a half years ago, and a drunk guy came up behind us and ran our boat over, literally. His boat went out on top of our boat. Boat went forward, propeller came through my leg. I lost 18 centimeters of my tibia bone. That's like 8 to 9 inches, bone scooped out, not like cracked or broken, gone. And half of my leg was missing, like the muscle, the fat, the skin. It was like a dinosaur took a bite out of my leg, or a crocodile. It was insane, or a shark. But it was a boat prop from a drunk guy. And so I got hit on the head first by the boat, and thought, am I still alive? I just got hit in the head by a boat. And then the boat went forward, and that's when the propeller carved out about 18 centimeters of my tibia bone. Luckily, the back of my leg was still there, and even though that main vein back there is like right next to my scar, I mean like a millimeter from it, luckily it didn't get that vein, or I would have probably bled out and died that night. It was so super close. But it's taken 22 surgeries, rebuilding my leg 3 times, twice with bone graft, then finally the last time with titanium, a couple muscles out of my back to fill in the hole, skin graft off my left thigh. They just kind of Humpty Dumpty put me back together again. And that's why I've discovered and just jumped into cannabis in every way I can, because I don't want to be on pharmaceuticals. I don't take any, as a matter of fact, not a single one. And I mean, of course, after surgery, I'll take it for a couple weeks or a week,
kidney stone or something. Yeah,
something that you have to know what it's for, but not on a regular. I don't like how it makes me feel. I don't like that it numbs my leg and then I can't tell when it hurts. I can't stand pain meds, and this leg. I got 2 muscles removed from my back to fill in the hole in my leg from the boat prop, and I had bone graft twice. I've had 22 surgeries. They did it twice to get the bone graft to work. They finally gave up and put titanium in my leg, and it works great now. My bone graft was not strong enough. 18 centimeters is too long for the body to regenerate and be strong enough without metal in there. And my body wasn't liking the metal plates, but it's dealing with the titanium rod. Weird. Right now, with cannabis, if I do too much, my leg's like, hey, I'm kind of tired. Can we take a break?
Right, and you don't overdo it.
No, so I take a break. I give it the rest. I cancel plans like we talked about earlier. We're all patients, so I end up, but it's whatever. We make it work. I think I'm Superwoman sometimes. I can do more than I can, but yeah, it's been healing for 14 years, and it wasn't really until I started eating the roots that it got better. So it was only just I was in a lot of pain. I was using a cane, crutches. I didn't even use my leg for the last 2 years before I got the roots because it just hurt too bad and I didn't want to use pain meds. So I just hopped on crutches.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm headed for a wheelchair. I can't live on crutches the rest of my life.
Right.
And so when I started eating the roots, that's when everything changed for me night and day. So my circulation.
And how long ago was that?
About 5 years ago.
So you've been doing the cannabis roots now for about 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But it's still taking a while to build the strength, and it's a couple other healing tools in my belt to work with to get there, to get over that hump of somewhat close back to normal, because I never thought I would walk as good as I'm walking now.
Right, and you left your cane back at the car.
Mm-hmm. And I've ditched the cane. Now I'm just using a walking stick on occasion if I do too much. And I bring it with me because I never know when I'm going to do too much.
Okay.
It's still not, it's not back up to full strength. I don't think it'll ever be full strength, but I have much higher hopes of what it can be than I used to,
That's amazing.
Yeah, because it barely
really
worked.
Amazing. Well, when we get back to, after we finish the walk, we'll show you the products and you can definitely tell people how to get them.
Yeah.
I know of a few people who are trying them out right now. As a matter of fact, Jackie from episode 33, when I was out there, she had just gotten them.
Yay.
So I've yet to hear from her how well they're helping her.
Hey everyone, this is Jackie. I am doing an update with Happy Tree Roots, produced by Michelle Saye. I took 2 in the morning, 2 at night. And what it did is that I noticed that I would end up having more energy, and I personally, I had gotten quite the complexion from it. I got my rosy cheeks back, and my skin wasn't as translucent. They affected me during the time I was taking them by giving me more energy and making me feel stronger, or helping me feel stronger than I had been without them. I would recommend them, being it's okay with your doctor. I highly recommend discussing, with somebody you feel comfortable with before start using these. But Michelle Saye, again, she is, she's wonderful, and Happy Tree Roots all the way. I encourage you to go walk a mile with Seth and let him show you some magic.
You were showing me some photos, and guys, it looks pretty freaking amazing.
It's helping her circulation. Her face just looks more alive.
Wow. All of the healing power of cannabis.
Yeah. I don't have the best balance yet, but I never thought I'd be able to put all my weight on my right leg. It does almost everything this left leg does. It's crazy. Do you want to see how crazy?
Yeah.
This is kind of nuts.
Holy shit.
That's my latissimus dorsi muscle out of my back. That's my trapezius muscle. And then I have no bone from here to here. The boat had this was a huge hole. Now here's that spot in the back where it's really close to that nerve, or that vein. See how the vein's right there?
Yeah.
My scar's right on it.
Damn.
Yeah. Crazy, huh? Crazy that it works, crazy it doesn't hurt. I get
Yeah.
tender, it gets, you know, sore if I don't smoke or use my roots. It definitely, I can feel the difference.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, getting there, getting there. I can do jumping jack. I'm still working on it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
But I never in a million years would have tried that before. And I bought a jump rope the other day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not, but I'm going to try.
You know what? Just the fact that you're trying means you're a success. It honestly is. Wow. Thank you so much for coming out and sharing your story. And with that, we got to get this walk a little started. But yeah, wow, amazing.
I definitely walk a little bit better after I smoke. You know, there's some days in the morning I get up and I think, do I really need to smoke? So I get some stuff done and I wait and then I smoke and then I think, God, I feel so much better. What the hell did I wait for? So, you know, some people like to give me a hard time. Why do you got to smoke so much so all day, every morning? Because it helps. It certifiably helps, and it's not that I can't accomplish things when I smoke. Well, my leg's good enough right now. My boyfriend and I are actually looking at buying a sailboat.
Wow. Right on.
I'm gonna learn how to sail.
How are you feeling about that?
A little anxious, but also really excited. I've always wanted to. And
Okay. Have you been out on a boat since the accident?
yeah, and on the same lake.
Wow.
I'm a water baby, so I'm not scared of lakes or boats. I'm not going to get in a small boat at night anymore.
No, the fact that you've gotten back out in the water, I know I would probably be like, nope, never again.
No, I love boats. I love water. I'm so attached to that coast. That's why when you said let's go somewhere and walk, I'm like, it's got to be near water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my happy place. I wasn't going to let anyone take that from me. Up until like this week, it really hasn't been warm enough to be by the water yet. This is so nice. It's been so long since I've walked far. I used to be able to crutch a couple miles, so I know like physically I can handle it, but the leg, so far it's doing good. But the only thing I don't really worry when it tires. I always get a little longer out of it. I can push it a little, but if the bone starts to hurt, that's when I'm like, okay, I'll take it easy. Well, I'm not there, so we're good. Oh, I can't wait to be out on a sailboat. Well, my boyfriend lived on one for 5 years in the Columbia River.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's definitely familiar.
Right on.
So I feel safe in his hands out there, but I plan on practicing small and safe first, make sure my sea legs are there.
Yeah.
We'll see how I do. I'm excited. I'm so blessed to live in such a beautiful place.
So that is the Olympics out there. Yeah. Bald eagle skies.
So it's starting to feel a little tender, but it's not like super painful. It's just a little tired.
Okay.
I definitely don't, my leg doesn't get distance. My everyday activities seem to take up most of my leg energy. So making a walk into the day, I have to compensate somewhere else as I build my strength, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So we're back here, back at my bed down spot for the night. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks for inviting me.
What did you think of the walk?
It was beautiful. It was awesome and overdue and necessary for me to do more often. So I appreciate you encouraging that from everyone.
Right on, yeah. And that's what it's all about. It's all about getting up and getting out. Don't let yourself be stuck with whatever hurdles you got. And if you can't get up and get out, then enlist the help of your friends. Enlist the help of your neighbors or your community. So what are these happy tree roots you're telling me about?
These are, it's my little happy tree. These are roots from the cannabis plant that don't get you high. But yeah, ground up root capsules for circulation, pain relief. They work for fibro, MS, arthritis, lupus, seizures, degenerative disc disease, and even pain and inflammation from getting ran over by a boat.
Wow.
Like amazingly well.
Yeah, you're walking pretty dang good today.
Just taking a while to build up the strength and ditch the cane this year.
And that's just simply amazing. That's amazing, guys. Wow. So how did you get into creating the Happy Roots?
I wish I could say that I just thought of it myself and was like, what happens if I eat the roots? But I didn't. I was in a dispensary, a medical dispensary before it was legal here in Washington for patients. Went in there to get their tincture because I'd heard that it was better than mine, so I wanted to check it out. And the bud tender there, short little, amazing little guy from Mexico, said, you know what, I want you to take these capsules with you, 10 for you, 10 for a friend. And I want you to see, what you think and let us know. And he said, you won't really notice taking them, but you'll notice after you stop taking them that you wish you had them. I was like, kind of like my tincture. Okay, it's not that noticeable, it's subtle, but it's healing. And I was amazed at how well it worked. And then I didn't go back for them. I didn't have a lot of money then. I don't know what kept me from staying on them. I guess I thought all the other stuff would be enough. But after years, I realized I needed to figure it out. And I went back and found the owner of the dispensary, and we partnered up in a little bit of a business partnership at medical markets, putting products out. So he taught me some of his tricks and basically taught me what they did with the roots to make them work. And it has been the best thing I've ever learned because it has helped my body more than any other part of the plant at all.
Wow. And where can people get these?
HappyTreeRoots.com.
Okay, so your website is happytreeroots.com. Right on.
Testimonials, stories, in the news, items. We've got trying to put more information. There'll be test results on there so you can see that there's no mold contaminants, and that the low amount of THC is 0.03. And you're allowed 0.3 in a CBD or a hemp product. You still don't even notice that much in there. And so ours tests at 0.03, way under the allowable amount. Not enough to feel anything. There's no high with the.
Will it register on a test?
See, now that I actually need to have somebody who's not using THC and who's using the roots try and let me know, because honestly, I don't think it's going to, but I can't absolutely 100% say for sure.
Okay.
So we are working on that. There's hardly any research on the roots. There's just old information from other countries and centuries ago of use.
Okay, so this isn't anything new then?
No, it is to us in this country because everyone just throws them away because they don't test high in THC or CBD. So they don't think they're useful, but there are terpenes in the roots that are anti-inflammatory and help flush out your liver. There's things like choline and ketones, and those are good for inflammation and for good overall cell health.
Okay.
And you're flushing your liver out and getting rid of inflammation. So your circulation works better. And when your circulation works better, everything works better, so everything feels better, typically.
Right on. And even if it doesn't necessarily make you feel better, it's an improvement then. And of course, as always, everybody is different. You guys know, for me, THC is really the only stuff that really works for me
Yeah.
that I'm able to notice. But I am definitely more than happy to try them out and tell you how they work for me. And if they don't work for me, well, then I pass them on to those I come across, and I'm like, you should try these. You should try these.
Cannabis has changed my life. The accident has changed my life. I mean, it was crazy and chaotic and hard and painful and all the things, but I kept a positive attitude through it, and I always found a way to find the silver linings and to keep going and keep trying, and it honestly woke me up. It woke me up to what's important. I found my path, I found my passions, and I found my tribe.
I fully agree.
It really has.
For me, I've had many people tell me, oh, I'm so sorry you have fibro. I'm like, I'm not. It's forced me to walk in the light. I have to be positive.
Yeah.
If I'm not, it physically attacks my body.
Yeah.
So, and with fibro, it happens immediately. Negativity and negative emotions and chaos, the physical torture happens immediately.
Manifest physically, yeah.
Whereas others, it takes a while, and they develop strokes and get, diseases that develop over time and whatnot. But having fibro, negativity just immediately punches
Feel
me.
it sooner.
So it's forced me to walk in the light. It's forced me to be positive. And I found myself with the choice of being stuck in bed and hate life, or get up and fight for an existence. Fight for an existence I want to live. And when I got lucky by discovering backpacking, and I stumbled upon my path, and now I'm at mile 5,911 plus 81. Thanks you adding on one today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, so for me it was a blessing. Thank you so much for coming out and having an adventure with me.
It was fun. I'm really glad I did. Thank you.
Definitely, it was a blast.
You've encouraged me to, I just did a mile today. I'm fine. Go home, put my feet up today, rest, and tomorrow I'll get up and be just fine, which means I can do another mile several times a week. I might start at half and then work up.
Right. Yeah. Start small, work your way up.
Yeah,
That's
I have
good
the
advice.
endurance for it, but the legs, okay, baby steps. But
Yeah.
it's working better than it ever has. I never thought it would work as good as it is right now.
Right on. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming out. And on that note, as always, guys, it's your hit. Don't make me smoke all this weed by myself.
Come walk a mile with Seth. He will show you some magic.
Yes, guys, I challenge you to come walk 1 mile with me, and I will show you magic. Much love and much peace, you all.